आई थिंक आपके साथ मैंने मैक्सिमम इंटरव्यूज किए हैं इस साल। जब मैंने ख्वाब देखा था कि मैं अभिनेत्री बनूंगी तो आई होप दैट ऑल दीज थिंग्स वुड हैपन टू मी एंड दीज थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग स्लोली एंड स्टेडीली एंड इट रियली फील्स गुड। पीपल वांट टू सी गुड स्टोरीज, पीपल वांट टू सी इंटरेस्टिंग कैरेक्टर्स, दे वांट टू सी स्टोरीज दैट दे हैव नॉट सीन। आई चूज अ स्क्रिप्ट, आई डोंट रियली थिंक कि अरे ये तो हिट होगी या ये नहीं होगी। ऑनेस्टली मुझे कुछ आइडिया नहीं होता। माई पेरेंट्स एम्पावर्ड माई सिस्टर एंड आई बोथ एट अ वेरी यंग एज। यू नो वी वर ऑलवेज टोल्ड कि यार शादी तुम्हारी प्रायोरिटी नहीं हो सकती। हेलो एवरीवन, आई एम भूमि पेडनेकर।
Well, I have with me an actress who's I think one of the finest performers that we have as far as 2017 is concerned, and she is hugely entertaining. Bhumi Pednekar, pleasure having you back on Bollywood.
Thank you for having me back. I think आपके साथ मैंने maximum interviews किए हैं इस साल, and when they told me, I said, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I think most importantly, we've had some, I think, really interesting and fun conversations.
Fun, loads of fun,
yeah.
and even now, kabhi na they pop up
yes.
bits of our interviews. They pop up on Twitter, and I'm always looking at them because they're so funny. Yeah, I guess such great fun.
Thank you so much. I think the credit goes to our entire team. I think everyone has worked really hard on that. And you're looking really fantastic right now.
Thank you.
First of all, Bhumi Pednekar, you know, you've had this amazing journey that you started off on a note as far as your film is concerned, which was absolutely antithetical of maybe what a traditional Bollywood actress is concerned. And now you've become this entirely, you know, this entire beautiful actress who's traditionally very with the times and who's setting trends and who's making trends and breakthrough awards mil rahe hain aapko. So how's been this journey for you? Do you find it interesting?
Definitely. I mean, in all honesty, everything that is happening with me, every day I wake up, I feel like, wow, Bhumi, like, you know, like I gave a first performance, I've hosted a few shows this year.
जी.
तो you know, जैसे जब बड़े हो रहे होते हैं, जब मैंने ख्वाब देखा था कि मैं अभिनेत्री बनूंगी तो I hope that all these things would happen to me, and these things are happening slowly and steadily, and it really feels good.
Right. Now, you've been part of 2 films this year, which both of them they have been super hits. In a year which has been marred with all sorts of controversies and tax issues and films not doing well, very few films have done well. So, what do you have to say about the fact that as far as the Bollywood industry is concerned, that the commercial industry is concerned, you proved to be extremely successful commercially?
I think you know, we've reached a phase in our films where the power has gone back to writers and directors.
Yeah.
You know, so which is great. You know, I think that this is the format of our this is the format of our business, and this is how it should be. So I think because of this, people want to see good stories, people want to see interesting characters, they want to see stories that they've not seen, or they want to see stories that they can relate with, but you know, it's such a simple thing that they can't ever imagine uske upar film ban jayegi.
जी, absolutely.
You know, and also the level of exposure that our audiences have seen in the last 4-5 years, especially. You know, we have Netflix, we have Amazon, we have like the internet, like you know, whatever it is. Yes, piracy is wrong, but you know, कुछ सालों पहले जो भी हमने pirated copies चीज़ों की देखी थी, जिस भी ढंग से लोग ऑडियंसेस की नॉलेज बढ़ी है फिल्मों को लेके, शोज को लेके, सो आई थिंक नाउ दे आर नॉट गोना they want to hear good stories. They're not going to settle for anything that is less than excellent. You know, so I mean, my knowledge of the business side of it is not much. I think I'm still very new to really comment on why a film works or why a film doesn't work. Even when I choose a script, I don't really think कि अरे ये तो hit होगी या ये नहीं होगी. Honestly, मुझे कुछ idea नहीं होता. I purely go by what my role is, what my character is, what the story is. You know, if it impacts me, then I hope that will impact a lot more people.
Other people as well.
Yes.
Yeah. You spoke about the stories part of it. You know. All your films, I think they've been very well written. Sharat Kataria was the writer of your first film, and then be it Toilet Ek Prem Katha, and then Shubh Mangal Savdhan, all of them, they've been wonderfully written. Progressive films, which I think is extremely important. How much of credit for the entire, because you know, देखिए क्या होता है कि एक तो you have certain writing and the entire paradigm of a film is there as well, but a lot I think comes out of an actor or an actress because of their individual pursuit in life as well.
Absolutely.
Like we've discussed in the past that you like to read as well.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how much of contribution you feel your parents have been in terms of you being what you are, in terms of being progressive, because you've spoken about Shubmangal Sadhana in terms of it had the taboo subject about erectile dysfunction, and you handled it so confidently. So how much of influence have they been, and the freedom that they've given you?
You know, tremendous. Tremendous. I always speak about my childhood and my journey growing up, because I feel in India there's a large section of the society that is still very hung on to a culture that needs to evolve with time. You know, growing up, I come from a very progressive house, and we had a lot of freedom. Yes, we had boundaries. You know, we were also pampered, but we had to work for everything that was given to us. You know, I come from an environment where, like, you know, my father would discuss the political scene in the country, what the economic situation in the world is. You know, it wasn't all, we were not always told that, oh, the world is all roses and pink and unicorn. You know, everything was a discussion. We were never told that, oh, don't speak to a boy, or, you know, boys as friends were welcomed in our house and vice versa. So for me, I've grown up in a very non-biased environment, you know, where girls were celebrated. You know, my parents empowered my sister and I both at a very young age. You know, we were always told कि यार शादी तुम्हारी priority नहीं हो सकती. Your career needs to be your priority. So I think my parents inculcated so much ambition and fire and desire in us that, you know, since the age of 17, I've been working, and I'm so happy. And, you know, I did not work out of a need to work. I worked because it was a choice, you know, because it was, I was sure that I always wanted to do films. And they gave me an opportunity, and I fought my own battles at home as well, because, you know, film industry ka ek, you know, unfortunately I don't come from a filming family, so for them to sort of, they understand that it's not the way it's always perceived. You know, we were so I had my own set of battles at home that I had to fight with my parents, but then they understood. We were never said no. We were always told that dream and go achieve those dreams. So मुझे तो लगता है कि जो मैं इंसान आज यहाँ हूँ, जहाँ पे मैं अपने करियर के जिस मौकाम पे हूँ, और आगे भी wherever I reach, it's all because of them.
Absolutely.
The person I am is all because of them. That, you know, we are socially aware. We are thinkers, because again, I keep coming back to this, that at a very young age we were forced to start thinking about what's happening around us. You know, we were never like only into our games and toys. Yes, we had a very balanced childhood, and I'm so thankful to my parents. Like, I remember, like, my dad would make sure कि हम सुबह उठे, हम वॉक पे जा रहे हैं, हमें रोज 1 घंटा अखबार पढ़ना है, फिर खबर देखनी है. You know, it was like
regimented in a way.
Yes.
Yeah, but still, like, freedom is there to think the way you want to.
Hello everyone, I'm Bhumi Pednekar.